only conversation I've had with her off the air was very friendly and very I mean, you have a lot of drama on air, and I mean, our show is for entertainment value and all that kind of stuff like that, and you know that. And so, but the one conversation I had with her off the air was and I actually almost figure if I were to call her off the air tomorrow, she probably would pick up and talk to me. And she...
I believe that to be true.
And I do. And actually, I feel like it'd be fine. And so that's why I guess my interactions with her are very, I'm very stand back offish, but like it's always very, I don't know. I don't really know what to do with her. And I don't know if she's serious or if she's not, but I do know that, like, when I talk to people when I'm not in a meeting, and say I'm running my company, and say I have a meeting with a bunch of people and I have clients or if I'm having investors in the room and things like that, the way I talk and I speak in front of all of them is a way different interaction than I have with them on a one-on-one basis. And so that's not an uncommon scenario for me to go, okay, the way I'm talking to this woman is definitely different than on the air, because it's supposed to be. I'm talking to the person as a person. I'm not making a speech. I'm not broadcasting in front of a group of people. And so I almost expected it to be that way, and it was. And then she was fine. And all that. So I'm still like in a gray area, except for she went to the extent of blocking me on Twitter. I'm not exactly sure why, but whatever. But she did. She took it to a level.
Felicia.
But I don't know.
What?
She thinks you're Felicia.
And so there's some indicators there, but like Felicia, I kind of blame what did you do? Well, no, actually, you don't think you did anything.
Did you block us because of Felicia?
Why does that?
Yeah, Debbie, hold on.
Fault?
Now that you're listening,
Liz,
Debbie.
Liz, why does that have to be Felicia's fault?
It's
Well,
not my
because
fault.
right after that,
fault.
she was on One Angry Jew
Hey,
show.
why don't you have your girls back? Why are you turning your...
Hold on. I always have Felicia's back. Felicia's back.
Doesn't sound like it, but go ahead.
Felicia.
Listen, she's in the chat room. She won't call in. Ask Debbie, did she block us because of me? Because
actually,
I'm sure
yeah.
she listened into the One Angry Jew phone call, and if she really did, she would have heard me.
Hold on.
Not
First of
bash
all,
her.
I'll always have Felicia's back. I don't care if Felicia accuses me of being buried fucking deep into her large intestine. I'm and causing an ulcer in there. I'm still gonna have Felicia's back. But I'm always wondering
Don't
what
let her come between you guys.
what struck.
I know for a fact. Political Woodstock was on that whole show with me and One Angry Jew.
Okay, that's where it happened.
I listened to part of it. I didn't listen to the whole show.
But at any point, did you hear me bashing any one of you guys?
You blocked me first, Debbie.
Did you hear me bash Debbie? Did you hear me bash Stabby? Did you hear me bash Jewish producer?
I'm not going to be able to not follow you and you follow me.
But I don't think they were meant to be mean.
You can prove it, because as soon as I found out I was blocked, Debbie, I blocked you back, because I don't know. I can unblock you, Debbie, but you blocked me first, and then I was like, well, I'm going to block her back, because I don't really know what to do in this scenario.
Yes, Stabby, I will say your name, because I'm not going to hate on you either. I'm not going to hate on anybody till I have the full story, and it sounds like this is going to take months and months and years by the sounds of it.
Stabby,
I never said anything bad or started shit at all beyond the chat room.
That's not true, because we joke around a lot, and that can be misconstrued.
Angela even admitted, though. Yeah, I would make little...
That's not Angela. She's political on this one.
Well, no, I use my name Angela. Political Woodstock is my show. But when I listened to that show that One Angry Jew did with Felicia, she made a lot of quirky statements, but none of them were mean-spirited.
No.
If you just took them...
They're all out of shit and fucking horror, fun games. We all do that. Her and I are both,
If you just took the statements as is, someone not well-balanced would take them as mean. I would never take them as mean if you heard them in the context in which they were stated.
Yeah, and they were fun and all that. So, Debbie, now that you're listening in the chat room, Debbie, you're listening. You were listening. I've only listened to bits and pieces of it because there's so much going on between One Angry Jew and Debbie right now that I can't fucking keep up. I can't. But let's bring this on to another topic. How much do you know about Wild Goose?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, quite a bit.
Okay, I don't want to know. I don't want to know any intimate details on all that kind of stuff. But So I called into Debbie's show, and Debbie, you're going to remember this just like the rest of them. And political, have you listened to the shows where we called into hookers?
Right?
Where we called into Backpage hookers or Las Vegas hookers or New York hookers, and we prank called them.
Well, that's been done many different ways.
Yeah, well, we did, and we were having fun a few nights, actually, now I think about it. And so we get this guy calling in on a cell phone, because that's the number we gave out. And he called in, and he was having fun with us. I actually have nothing bad to say about the guy, because
You're my boy, Goose!
at that point, because the interactions that we had with Wild Goose, we had no knowledge that he was connected with Debbie Daly. In fact, all this after
Knowledge that way?
we had no reason to suspect, because at that point when Wild Goose called into our show, we didn't know he's connected to Debbie Daly, and he wasn't in to talk about Debbie Daly. And it was so close to when, like, What the Fuck Show did Debbie Daly that, like, I mean, and we didn't know that much about Debbie Daly at that point. You know, I mean, I listened to her.
Goose is Debbie's boy?
No, I'm not saying that. But he called into our show. And he gave us some number. You can hear all of them are live and on the air and all that kind of stuff. And that's when actually we made our Skype account, is because we were having bad cell phone connection. And so Felicia made a Skype account. And then he called in, and we had some fun calling, like, other places and pranking on it.
He is funny.
He is funny. He wasn't a funny guy. And so,
And
that was the only...
And he can write.
Right.
You know, things that the dumpster's not familiar with.
Well, okay, and we had some good interactions. We had fun with Wild Goose. We didn't know him other than that, and we had a good time. We had a good time with that guy. I had no idea what other affiliation he had, and I didn't even care, because that guy was fucking hilarious. And we had a good time with him. So, what happened after that? So after this whole last shenanigan, and fucking Debbie Daly and her blocking us, Wild Goose goes on the air. Because we had one...
The third time that she says I'm out in the chat, by the way.
Well,
she'll still listen.
She always
She
always says she's out. She always says she's not listening.
Oh, stop. You Brady.
No, she does all the time. She's like, I'm out, I'm out.
Oh,
she's just upset because her life has no meaning. It's all right.
She says I'm out, and then she
That's
posts
why she commits
all
suicide.
night.
Oh, okay.
This is my time to comment really quick. My thing is she's like,
Can't do it.
she knew that we were talking about Goose, but yet she says, I'm in the chat room with Goose
No.
right now,
Wasn't
but I'm
even-
not listening. How did you know
No,
we were
do
talking
you
about
know
Goose?
Okay,
what she
hold on,
means by
everyone
that?
stop.
Do you know what she means by that? She's implying that she's going to use Goose as a tool to hurt somebody.
Okay, which he tried to do. So here's what happened. So after this whole last shenanigan, Goose got brought on to her show. And Goose was like, they brought me on, and he's talking about our crew. They brought me on, and they were talking about you, and all this kind of stuff.
Well,
and I'm
you
like,
want a carrot?
hold
You're
the
calling
fucking
hookers.
phone
Want
here.
a carrot?
I go, and I call into
No.
her show, and I go,
I
I want
do.
to talk to Debbie. And I believe Alan was on the show. I don't remember.
Oh.
Alan,
You're calling hookers.
it doesn't matter who else is on the show, but Goose is on the show. And I go, you know
Alright.
what? You had no interaction with my show except for having a good time.
You're calling
We did
Waffle
not
House.
talk about Debbie. Debbie was not the topic of conversation. Like, you are fucking, you're
Thank
trying...
God for that.
Yeah, I was like,
Waffle House.
well, we're doing our own show, and I go, you're trying to get feathers stirred here with Debbie. I don't know what you're trying to do. I was like, but you're trying to get, you're trying to like, yeah, you're trying to get things riled up. And I was like, where tensions are already high, you're trying to get in there and like put the cap on it. I go, you had no interaction with my show except for to prank call hookers. During a Friday night shit show. I was like, that's the only interaction. Like, I didn't know that you had any affiliation, and nobody cared. That wasn't the point. The point is, you called in, you had fun with us, everything was a good time. And now you're going on Debbie's show after tensions are high and trying to go, oh, yeah, well, they were trying to talk shit about you, and they called me. And this and this, as if we had
didn't even know who the
as
bitch
if,
was.
as if we had some predisposed knowledge.
It sounds familiar.
Yeah, and so
See, there she goes right there. I sent Goose the link, so I'll hang out.
no, okay, but hold on,
Did
Debbie.
she-
I hope you're hearing this because
She
Goose.
never changes. She
No.
never changes.
No, I hope Debbie hears this because this is an actual fact, and you can actually follow the show where you can hear everything going. Whereas, no, Debbie, We had no idea who Wild Goose was. In fact, the only time I knew that Wild Goose, because she came up with a show right after that was Shooting the Goose, and I was like, oh my god, is that the same guy? Like, I was really confused, and that was after we had the show with Wild Goose, and he was helping us at the end of the show prank call prostitutes, which, once again, why do you have to ruin a good time? Why do you have to turn that into something that wasn't? And there was no, like, affiliation with Debbie at that point.
How dumb do you think we are? How do you know we're talking about that you're not listening and chatting in the chat room if you're not listening?
Okay, leave her. Wait, hold on. I want her to, like, we literally want her to hear us, because I know at the time when I called in, she had Goose on there and she had someone else, and he was like, and all of a sudden I became a whore.
I'm not listening.
All of a sudden I became this big fucking whore, and DJ bad guy, and all of a sudden I'm just this big whore, and I go, why am I a big whore? Like,
Wow.
hold on, Goose is calling
And
in.
what's wrong with
Hold on,
Goose
everyone.
being a whore?
Political, Goose is calling in. Goose, I'm glad you're fucking
cool with
calling
that.
in. Goose, you're on the air. Hi, Goose, are you there?
I'm there.
Okay. You know what I said
Today.
is what really happened.
Hold on, we're breaking up.
I don't know. I can hear you loud and clear. I don't know why you're breaking up.
No. I mean, my headphones are shit.
Are you breaking up with your girlfriend?
Does he have Tourette's?
Yeah,
Leave
sure.
Goose alone. Hold on, Goose. You know that's what happened.
Just keep talking. I'm adjusting my headphones because like
Okay.
the audio is fucking crazy.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
Or-
that's okay.
It's fucked up. So like, hang tight, talk.
Yeah,
No, that's
he's
okay.
in
That's
cahoots.
okay. And Political,
Okay.
are you still there?
He's
I
in
hear you
cahoots
good.
with
I hear
Debbie.
it.
Political, are you still there? We may have dropped.
Uh-oh.
Political.
Goose,
Goose, what did you do?
You have
What
to-
did you
you
do?
have to delete the porn from your computer first.
Hey,
Goose.
awesome idea. Would you be able to call me on my phone?
Yeah,
Do you have like a Skype premium?
I can call you from Skype. I can.
I'll call him.
Starts getting a little awkward. Hold on. Political, are you still there?
No.
No.
Hold on,
If
Jill. Hold
you're
on.
able to call me on my phone, I will have to deal with the headphone situation. 'Cause I gotta get it.
We can hear you just
I gotta
fine.
We can hear you just fine.
Well, no, he can't hear
Screw
us.
up the
That's the
plug in my
problem.
headphone.
Oh, it's the plug.
Goose, hold on. I
It's one of
gotta.
those tearaway
We don't want
ones.
to hear about your butt plug.
Otherwise-
Stop talking like that.
We could
No,
just
I mean,
do it.
you're gonna be able to hear me fine, but like I'm not gonna be able to hear you.
No, hold on. There we go.
Number?
Hold
You
on,
hear me
stop.
now?
Give me my phone number.
Political, or political, you there?
Thanks, like,
Okay, Political, give me a second. I'm gonna try to get you on. I'm gonna try to get you onto this group. I mean, I actually agree with everyone on Spreaker. Skype is kind of shit. So give me a second, and I'll try to pull you up.
It's giving me issues. It's hard. It's a hardware issue.
Well, we
Let me
can.
hang
Yeah,
up.
we can hear you loud and clear.
Tell them to text the number. We
Say,
can.
what the fuck? I'll
Text the number to
Political's
text the
on
number to
hold, Dave.
Skype, I suppose. Okay.
I'm calling.
Bam.
But we have to do
I'll
this.
teach you up.
Do a cell phone.
All right, Political, are you? Hold on. No. Political, are you
I
there?
don't think I ever had a teacher I was hot
No,
for.
because I think she's still
They're
on.
all old.
Political, are you there?
I had Miss Vitale.
Okay, yeah, I can hear
Oh,
you. I'm
I
just
answered
having a hard
her
time with
phone.
the mixing of the
My
calls.
girlfriend was
You asked your
pissed.
teacher a problem.
Oh, yeah, she was young.
Okay,
She
everyone,
was an English
hold
teacher.
on. We have so many people talking
Broadcasting
again.
major. Shh. Trying to make.
All right, I can hear you right now. We're gonna have Goose call in too, and hopefully explain where he's coming from, because that was a line of that was a crock of bullshit. What happened, I believe.
Your mom was
And
like
then once again,
shouting at me, too.
where Debbie was already on a tangent.
Did he give a number?
Not quite yet, I don't think.
I'm
Where she was
calling.
already on a tangent, he like just went in and like just made it where he had to fuel to the fire on something that didn't happen. And I guess that's where my story ends when, as far as it goes to Goose. And I'm sitting there and I got on her show. I goes, Goose is, and I was like, first of all, I want to talk to Debbie. And they were like, no, blah, blah, blah. And I become a big fucking whore and all that kind of crap. I go, no, fuck you. Your interaction with my show was literally down to a good time. It had nothing to do with Debbie. And you went there and you're going on her show and you're causing all this ruckus on her show. You know, and this and saying, yeah, okay. You know, if there were mention of Debbie, it was all out of jokes and games. It wasn't anything to go take anything seriously, which she already knows about. So it's just kind of a crock of shit. How do you feel about Goose, Political?
In what way?
So you said that what I said sounded familiar. How does that sound familiar?
She already said that she's not going to go into depth about it because she can't talk about it.
Okay. We
I
can
didn't
do.
say I couldn't talk about it. I'm just saying I'm wise enough.
Well,
She's just not gonna go there.
I
and
think he's
actually, he was
smart.
one of the ones I was
I think he's
forewarned about.
intelligent.
Actually, he was
Yeah,
one of the
I